Hey, you found the full show. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And I always love Wednesdays. It's our What's on Your Mind day. Yeah. Of course, really you know Jeffrey is extra dramatic.
Always.
Yes. Saw his life flash before his eyes. You're going to hear the whole story coming up. But first, let's get to these comments, Alexis.
Yes, I saw one from Judy who said, I listen to the show every night, and last night my dog was with me and kept trying to either lick or bite my phone every time Brooke talked. Not sure what that means.
Come here. You're a cute boy. You're a good boy.
It's destroying your phone.
Boy.
Yeah.
All right. We also got a brand new second date for you today. New phone tap. A lot of fun. And it all starts right now.
Who's the best looking person on this show?
Not me.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I think Alexis is.
I was going to go editor Ashley.
It's
thank you.
Well,
it's really cute.
Actually, I thought it's more of a rhetorical question because everyone knows
you
my
just said
situation.
that because no one said your name.
Yeah.
I am Mr. Fallbrook Mall, 1989. I don't see any of your guys' beauty awards standing around.
You're the most attractive dude on the show, that's for sure.
You didn't have teeth yet when you won that award.
Yeah.
Hot, I know. But the reason I
Sexy
asked the
gums.
question is because there's a new trend where more people are turning to ChatGPT and asking it, am I hot or not?
Oh, we did this already. It doesn't end well.
AI is giving its honest feedback. For example, a 32-year-old woman in Australia said she was tired of her boyfriend getting all the compliments about how good he looked all the time.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT told her that her face would be framed better if she got bangs.
Oh my God. So at least it's giving constructive criticism.
You can also ask it what colors look best on you and compliment you,
Really?
too, I've heard.
So
bangs don't look good on everyone, though, right?
she got bangs, and now she says she does feel more confident and gets more praise from strangers.
Wow. Wait. ChatGPT giving us the glow up? Is that what's happening?
The bot then recommended specific products from hair dyes to different Botox treatments for her.
Okay.
She
Now
now
let's
spends
slow it down.
thousands of dollars following AI's beauty suggestions and says she has never been happier in her entire life.
Does
It's
AI
not
get
right.
a cut of the deal?
I'm pretty sure there's got to be some sort of ad commercial thing on the
Yeah.
back end.
Yes, totally.
So back to my original question, who's the hottest in this room according to ChatGPT?
Yes.
Oh, did you ask?
We asked, and of course, it's the youngest, Alexis Fuller, who AI rated an 8.7 on the hotness scale.
That's pretty high. Thanks,
But
ChatGPT.
in what state?
That's what
Did it
I was
say?
gonna
Does
say.
it say Louisiana?
It just gave a general
Okay.
8.7. The comment it made was bright, youthful energy with a classic all-American white trash look that pops on social media.
There it is.
Okay.
I think the white
Feels like-
trash part is just because they probably put in a picture where your roots weren't done.
Oh,
You know?
that's a good
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Maybe Alexis will end up with the shock collar on her neck, and that'll bump her up to an 8.9. Experts say it's way better than Botox. So, Jake, I never asked you to do this, but please rig this edition so it's unfair to Alexis, please. Thank you. And proceed.
I'm already bad at this.
AI can't do that.
Well, Jeff's never covered who's the ugliest on this show, according to ChatGPT. But
now
let's
we're talking.
just say one person here recently shattered our jock bathroom mirror when they looked in it.
Oh,
Oh,
my
And that's
God.
Sorry about
either
that.
a bad omen or possibly just a very cheap mirror from Brooke's garage sale. Either
Also
way,
true, yeah.
the only safe thing to do in order to reverse our bad luck is, just like yesterday, learn more about superstitions from around the world during another lucky or yucky edition of Plenty of 20. So just like last time, you say number 1 through 20, I'll tell you about a real superstitious item or custom from somewhere in the world. You just have to tell me if that local culture considers it lucky or yucky. Yucky is
Okay.
bad luck. We'll start with the woman who is no stranger to breaking her car's side mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
That's Alexis.
Bad. Give me 8.7, Jake. Just
8.7.
Take that, Jake.
my
All
rating,
right.
you
Alexis, your global superstition is from Spain and also Latin America. Please tell me if Tuesday the 13th is lucky or yucky.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
That's an ongoing joke in the studio.
Yeah.
You know?
Any day
What
the
is?
13th is, I've always been like, oh my gosh, you guys, it's going to be Wednesday the 13th.
Yeah.
And then Jake and Brooke act, oh God, with me.
I'm glad I have
I
Bloody
mean,
murder.
literally, we've been doing this for over 10 years.
Yeah, it started with
I'm
somebody
glad
else.
I've never been in the room. Is me.
It's a good time.
I'm gonna go. It's the opposite of what we think, and they say lucky.
Alexis says Tuesday the 13th is lucky. It's yucky.
Yucky.
It's considered an unlucky day similar to Friday the 13th in our cultures. Do not get married or travel anywhere on Tuesday the 13th if you're in Spain.
Okay. Noted.
Don't get married on a Tuesday just to begin with.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
It's inconvenient for your guests and
Yes,
everything.
it is.
Brooke,
You don't want anyone to be there. You know.
Yeah.
Brooke, 8.7 is off the board.
Let's go 13.
Okay. Uh-oh. Brooke, your global superstition is from China. Please tell me, is giving a clock as a gift lucky or yucky?
Ooh, time is a ticking. Gosh, a clock is a gift.
It's like an insult to be like, you're never on time. Here's
See,
a watch.
I would take it personally.
I think it's more like the end is near.
Oh.
Tick, tick, tick.
Just
So I think
Is that a commentary on your short life that's
I
remaining?
think it's yucky.
Brooke says giving a clock as a gift in China is yucky. She nailed that.
Yeah.
So someone's really got to be mad at you if they did that. Like,
Right.
they went all the way. And,
Michael's grandfather gave him a clock that we have in our house.
is he
burn.
Chinese?
No.
Giving a clock in China symbolizes the end of a relationship.
Oh,
Dude,
time's
that's
up.
the most subtle way.
He did give it when he died.
It was in his will.
Yeah.
Okay.
But an hourglass, that's a good one. Just kidding.
Apple Watch. Jose, it's your turn. 8.7 and 13 are off the board.
Gotta go two.
Number 2, Jose, your global superstition is from India and Thailand. Please tell me if elephants with their trunks up are lucky or yucky.
Oh, and they're sacred.
Trunks up.
Trunks up, baby. Woo! I feel like
Party!
I know. Well, if an elephant is holding its trunk up, why is it?
It seems like it's mad or it's trying to.
It's alerting the group, probably.
Periscope mode.
to something bad.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if this is
underwater.
related, but in my frat, we used to do something called the drunk elephant walk.
Oh, boy.
no.
And it was very good luck for
I know what
everybody
you're
involved.
talking about.
Nope.
Anyway, I'm gonna say, I think it's good luck. Let's go lucky.
Jose says trunks up is lucky. It's definitely
You
lucky.
just said that because of Jeff's story.
It's believed to shower blessings and good fortune when a trunk is raised.
That's what we said too. Oh my God.
Yeah, get out of the
I
way.
hesitate to ask for a number here, Jeffrey. 2, 13, and 8.7 are off the board.
Number 4.
Jeffrey, your global superstition is from the UK. Please tell me if putting shoes on a table is lucky
Ew.
or yucky.
Oh, that's so funny. We do that here in the studio. Ashton puts shoes up on the table to help us remember to do stuff, so we don't leave the studio without it.
Yeah, because Boyd gets mad at Ashton when we forget something.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Ashton, take your shoe off.
And I feel like in the UK they have very fancy shoes, and you would want them up on display.
See, I think all shoes are yucky. Yucky,
Yeah.
like you walked all over the town and then you're going to put it on a table.
You're thinking
Blech.
of American shoes. These British shoes are fancy and beautiful, and I'm going to
And they
say,
don't pick up germs.
no,
Smell
they
like
are
mint peas.
lucky when they're put on display on tables.
Jeffrey says it's lucky to put your shoes on the table in the UK. They are yucky. It's linked to death or bad luck due to old funeral traditions.
Yeah, and all the
Why?
diseases that you just brought in from the street and put on the
Yeah,
table.
what the heck?
Ashton, stop doing that, okay?
Knock it off, Ashton. Brooke and Jose have won today's edition of Plenty of Plenty.
Come on, let's shock the pretty one.
So they
Okay, I'm
want to
down.
shock the pretty one in the room. According to
Jeffrey.
ChatGPT, that would be
Right.
Alexis.
Going up to 8.7.
And she is going to be singing Superstition by Stevie Wonder.
Very superstitious writings on the wall. Very superstitious.
ChatGPT couldn't hear
It did not like that. That's
Also
your,
a singer.
that's your shock collar question of the day. We got your phone tap coming up in just a few minutes.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Seems like every celebrity, A-list to D-list to radio blacklist,
Yeah.
hits a certain point in their life where they decide, you know what the world really needs right now? It's my life memoir.
Oh my God, there are so many memoirs out there. They're killing me.
So amazing. It's just got me thinking, who among the four of us is going to be the first to write one?
Okay.
I mean, personally, I could probably do 6 chapters alone on me hitting my rock bottom.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
that's a lot of rock bottoms, Jeff.
It's when my parents took our mega yacht to St. Bart's for the summer.
Wow, so
Meanwhile,
relatable.
left me to slum it on our secondary ship a dinky 90-foot schooner.
God, that is just going to be too many tears for people to cry
You're
through
telling
6
me.
chapters.
It was a dark time. That
Wow.
boat only fit 2 jet skis on it.
What?
Only 2.
I
How'd you
know.
even have fun?
Barely did. But hey, look, I know it's not always about me. I'll give you guys a chance to try and compete with my life struggles.
It's going to be hard.
Let's hear your heartbreaking stories during a brand new What's on Your Mind. It's coming up right now. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. Welcome to Story Time with grown adults who definitely should have known better.
Yeah.
Real stories, real regrets, and really questionable life decisions.
Hey, no moral lessons, though.
No, that's how this group rolls for What's on Your Mind, starting with Brooke. Brooke, what's on your mind?
Oh, man. So we have entered road trip season for my family. We drive a lot in the summer, back and forth between our different parents' house, hours and hours. And my husband has decided that his new talent is whistling.
Oh, no.
What's wrong with whistling?
Oh my God, 6 hours of whistling. And the thing is, it doesn't stop when the lyrics stop. He just keeps whistling right over the instrumental.
Freestyle.
Then we got into an argument over what was worse, my singing or his whistling.
Okay. Well, whistling is what happy people do, so I can understand why you wouldn't want your husband to feel that.
You want someone to whistle in a car trip for 6 hours, Jeff? You are such a liar.
If it's a good tune.
No.
I mean, our technical director Ashton made this point the other day. You only whistle when you're happy. No one sad whistles.
But it's never not obnoxious.
That's also true.
When have you ever heard a whistle that is like,
Hey, I want to join in.
Yes.
Maybe when it's coming from somebody that you love and respect and have known and admired for 15 plus years.
yes,
That's
right.
why-
And that's why I admire him so much, to get him to stop, because it is embarrassing, okay?
Yeah, you don't want
kids
happy
do a vote
people.
on what they like better? Or
Yeah,
backseat?
yeah. And my daughter was like, "No, Dad, you need to shut it."
Oh,
and then
okay,
my
good.
son is like, "I like it."
You know he's going to be a whistler.
Yes.
All right. The whistle
So-
wars continue in the Fox household.
I don't know how to stop it at this point.
Just
But
let it be.
Yeah.
Jose, what's been on your mind?
Well, I was at the airport recently and I had a few minutes to kill before I boarded my flight. So I found a place to stand. I'm leaning on a pole. I'm between my gate and the next gate.
okay.
And I hear the voice over the loudspeakers. So I perk up, I put my headphone on, and the flight attendant, the next gate over, says, "Excuse me, everyone, we have an important announcement to make."
Okay.
And I'm looking at him, and he looks to his left, makes direct eye contact with me.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And he says loudly, "Ladies and gentlemen, our flight is overweight."
And looks at you.
While he's looking directly, and he pauses and continues to look at me.
Did you tell him that you have actually lost weight and that is an insult, because you were looking fantastic?
Well, I try to look around, like I'm like, what? Wait, did I? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm not even on that flight. You know? So yeah, he finishes his announcements.
Yeah.
Breaks the eye contact. Apparently, he was talking about excessive baggage on the flight. I took it personally. I thought I was.
You do have a lot of emotional baggage that you bring on the planes too.
That's also
so.
true. So anyway, I just wanted to say, if any airline employees are listening and you are making the flight is overweight announcement,
Maybe look down.
maybe look. No one make
Look
eye
up at the
contact with
sky.
people. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Suitcase.
Yeah.
Hold up a suitcase for an example.
Yeah.
Or switch it up. Hey, we got a hot flight today.
Oh.
Make eye contact.
Alexis, what's been on your mind?
So I have a fear of birds, and I always have. All birds, and my friends all know this about me.
Interesting.
Okay.
Birds
Yeah.
are your friends, by the way.
I don't like them.
They're-
I don't
they're-
like them at all. But despite them knowing, what did my roommate do but buy 2 bird feeders for outside of our house?
Oh, for outside the house.
That's so
outside.
nice.
I thought for sure she was bringing a bird in your house.
No.
Okay.
They're outside, but I have to go outside, Brooke, to
Yeah.
get places.
Well,
and she's tried to tell me it's like cute little finches, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it attracts pigeons.
Oh.
And we have a lot of pigeons now.
Well, pigeons are like the princesses of the sky.
They're
No,
disgusting.
They're not, bro. They're so
They're,
scrappy.
they're kind of like rats with wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the Alexises of the air.
These are ugly pigeons.
What, they show up for free food?
Yeah.
They puke in the alley?
I
Does
mean,
it sound
They
familiar?
do come back with their friends to get more free things.
Yeah, see?
Now that you mention it.
Kind of rude that you like a finch, but you don't like a pigeon.
Okay, I'm not fighting about pigeons here. My point is they're always there, and then there's squirrels on the ground getting the fallen food too that the pigeons can't eat.
Squirrels do that a lot.
And I don't like squirrels either.
Yeah.
So now we have more problems.
So what do squirrels do to you?
But they're also dirty rodents.
Exactly.
Oh, they're cute.
I'm with you. You
Outside my house is all these rodents that I'm scared of.
Yeah.
You're like the opposite of Snow White.
Yes. And my roommate says we can't get rid of them because it keeps our cat entertained.
Oh.
The cat needs entertainment out the window.
I have a solution, and it's including opening the door.
Oh, no.
I don't want them in the house though either.
So just let your cat out to play with the
I
birds.
guess.
Different type of free
Until then,
meal.
I'm going through exposure therapy against my will. So,
okay.
yeah.
All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
Brooke and producer Boyd are always on me for being kind of forgetful. Like, occasionally I'll forget my phone in the studio for a couple hours. Or
It's not really what we're usually
I won't know
talking
when
about.
the show vacations are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like after we already took the vacation.
Or I'll accidentally won't renew my car insurance for like 3 years.
Yeah. Or you don't know that you're paying 8 different health insurances
Or gym
at the same
memberships.
time.
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. And it doesn't just happen to me at work, it happens at home too. And this last time proved to be almost fatal.
Oh, God, Josh.
Fatal.
What?
It was a pretty simple situation. I was just making myself a sandwich. And I needed a tiny bowl for my sliced avocados. So
Oh, like a little ramekin or a little big.
yeah, I like to
Sidekick.
display them before I pop them on the sandwich. Anyway, I look in my cabinet, I grab a bowl with my left hand,
Yes.
and then I close the cabinet with my right hand.
And
Problem is, I completely forgot in my right hand, I'm still holding the knife to cut the avocados.
Jeff.
So I'm carelessly closing the cabinet with my knife hand.
Oh.
The knife goes right under my chin, and I feel the blade drag straight across the center of my throat.
You almost cut your own throat.
So
People would have thought you did that on purpose is the worst
Yes.
part.
I believes that wasn't on purpose.
You would have been institutionalized if you had gone to the doctor.
in the
my
moment,
gosh.
I realize what I did. My life flashes before my eyes. I'm like, this is how it ends, making a turkey bacon avocado. And I look down at my hand. Thank God it's only a butter knife.
Oh,
Jeff, you could have led with that. No one's
Thank
gonna
God.
get what?
thought you needed a
There's no
tourniquet.
life flashing before your eyes with a butter knife. What next? Oh, you almost put a spoon up to your face.
I normally have a very sharp knife to cut my avocados. This was the one time I used a butter knife to do
Okay.
it. But almost accidentally ended myself in my
Okay,
kitchen
someone's being
over
dramatic.
a turkey bacon avocado sandwich.
It's like he ate cereal and gagged on the spoon. I almost choked to death.
Worst Final Destination scene of all time. But that's what's on our minds. I'm glad I'm
you're
still
alive.
here.
Yeah, Jeff.
And text into 78592. Tell us what's been on your mind. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. You can text in at 78592 with people telling us what's been on their minds. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. One of our listeners said, what's on my mind? I love the show. Jose is the best. His goofy laugh is my favorite.
Thanks. I appreciate that. It's a lot better when people are like, I hate your laugh.
Hey,
Yeah.
we don't agree with those people.
I don't,
It's okay. Everyone has an opinion.
I don't think he does a goofy laugh, though. Goofy's is more like, garbage.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's what he meant by goofy. Unless it was capitalized, and then
Hey.
That's how
egg
I'm
on my
reading it.
face.
I
all
should
right?
start yucking more.
Yeah. Another text says, I was engaged for a couple months, and then the beginning of this year, he had his mom tell me he didn't want this anymore and ghosted me.
Are you
I
kidding?
want to know what happened and to both him and his mother because they've left me on red.
Yo,
Dude, spineless.
you are so much better off.
Yeah.
Can
That's
you imagine
wild.
dealing with a mother-in-law like that?
That's an awkward Tuesday phone call if I've ever heard one. We will be reaching out to you after the show to get some answers here. And one more text that says, y'all are amazing. Have listened to y'all over the years, but have never texted in. Y'all make my kids and my 2-hour commute every morning filled with laughter. Keep it up, y'all. Love, Stephanie.
Why is it so?
Stephanie.
Y'all's hard for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's
come
not part of your-
naturally.
Y'all need to shut the hell up, okay? And
Still doesn't sound good.
Producer Boyd was back there saying it's y'all, not yow.
Yeah.
Say it right, Jeff.
all right, I'll figure out the pronunciations right after this, y'all.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and you know who really deserves a trophy right now? is the eternal optimists of the world.
Oh, do they still exist?
They're
still
out there.
They're hanging on by a thread.
The ones who always find the positive silver lining no matter how horribly bad their life gets.
Wow.
Their car can get towed, their dog runs away, their significant other dumps them to start dating their dad, all in the same week.
Man, that's a
And
bad week.
still, they just smile and say, you know what? This could be a great growth opportunity for me.
Why do I hate that?
Let me call my dad and get some advice.
Yeah, we need those painfully optimistic people in this world. And so to all the super positive, yoga-breathing, skin-searing rays of sunshine out there, I would love to see how you spin this next segment. As our listeners share the most horrifying, cringy nightmare dates that they've ever been out on.
Oh, no.
You'll hear it in a
A
brand
lot
new...
of growth coming up.
Yeah.
It's happening, Battle of the Tinder Dates, right after this.
2 hopeless daters.
One dating app that dares you to swipe right.
The question is,
Whose love life is more tragic?
it's Battle of the Tinder Dates.
It's the dating game show that's teaching an intimacy class in the produce section of Albertsons. Sign up and learn how to fondle properly with Battle of the Tinder Dates, where 2 of our listeners go head-to-head to find out whose dating life is the most tragic. We'll explain the rules in just a second, but first, let's meet today's contestants. In this corner, she's so disappointed in the male human species, she's changed her Tinder to search for love on other planets.
Wow.
So say hello to Dish Antenna Jenna.
Hey.
What up, what up? How's it going?
With aliens, your age range must have to be up to 1,002 or something.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
More appendages
actually,
for her
other
to
light
love.
years even.
Oh, yeah.
Land in the other corner, her love language is when a guy steals her identity and opens multiple credit cards using all of her information.
Wow.
That's why they call her Extort Me Courtney.
Hi, guys.
But he's finally paying attention to who you are.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
wish you were just short and you could have been Shortney Courtney.
Oh,
Yeah.
so hot. But here's how the game works. One contestant will start by telling one of their worst date stories. The other will try and counter with a nightmare story of their own. We're going back and forth for 3 rounds until we declare a winner. Let's start it off with Dish Antenna Jenna.
Hey,
An aggressive go.
I like that. That is a hard start.
Yeah, go
Action
for
with
it.
the bell.
More bell.
Okay. So I was meeting this guy at a bar, and I saw him sitting there with another woman.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Not a great start.
What the heck?
Yeah, maybe it's a coworker or something. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Okay,
or a
I
friend.
immediately did. All right.
I wish it had been. I sat down. I realized she wasn't real.
Huh?
It was
What?
his emotional support mannequin named Delilah.
Oh.
I mean, a pretty good mannequin if you didn't know from far
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do?
Well, he was pretty cute. So at first I was like, all right, I'm going to stay, give him a chance. And then he told me I had to split the appetizer with her, and I don't even know what that means, so I left.
Well, she has a figure to
I see.
maintain. She
Yeah.
can't be
Wow.
eating too much as a mannequin.
It sounds like the jealousy finally stepped in for you.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was jealousy.
All right. Courtney, can you counter?
Okay, so I was on this date with this guy. We finished our date, and he said there was one last thing that he needed to do.
Oh.
He asked me to close my eyes. So, yeah, I was thinking, you know what, he's going to grab me flowers or something
Right.
special. So he finally said, open them, and he ended up signing his name in Sharpie on my shoes.
What?
What?
I would be
shoes.
so mad.
What the heck?
Why?
But this is the best part. He said, you're welcome. One day they'll be worth millions.
Oh my gosh.
Is he famous now?
No.
Oh.
Dude.
Surprise, surprise.
Jeff, can't believe you didn't ask.
Yeah. I thought for sure she went out with LeBron James.
I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking. But,
Yeah.
All right. On to round 2. Jenna, tossing it back to you.
Okay, so I had this guy spend the night at my place, and in the middle of the night, I wake up and I see him walking, but he's going to the corner of my room, and I'm like, that's weird. I hear something, and he's peeing on my plant.
No. On the plane.
At least he got it into a container of some sort.
Is he asleep or confused?
Or
Is it
drunk.
dark?
I had a boyfriend pee in a closet once. I was like, do you rub their nose in it? Like, what do? You know, make sure it doesn't happen again.
I think you do, so they learn.
Yeah.
What did you do, Jenna?
Well, so I started yelling at him and being like, what are you doing? And he acted like he was sleepwalking, but I didn't really buy it, and I kicked him out. But here's the thing. He texts me later saying, "It's your fault. The bathroom's down the hall. It's too far to walk."
Bro, not the angle.
You should choose a unit that has a bathroom that's closer.
Oh my God. Can you imagine what his apartment smells like?
You got a tiny bladder.
Like success. Courtney, back to you.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I was at a bar, and this guy I was on a date with suddenly drops to the ground and starts doing push-ups.
Oh, impressive.
Oh, so hot.
Yeah, she fell in love with him right away.
Guys, the trick, you're supposed to do it before the date. Get your veins going a little bit, not during the date.
Okay.
I mean, clearly I asked him, what is happening? What's going on here? And he says he's trying to discipline himself. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And he said that every time he has an impure thought about me, he needs to do push-ups.
Oh, bro, that is not the pickup line.
Kind of flattering in a way.
He's like 100, 101, 102.
How many times did he do it?
Basically about 9 more times in the course of an hour.
Wow.
Knock
You are just
you.
turning
Why
him
can't
on.
you just, why wouldn't he just say you're hot? Like, that's all he needed to say. Like, you're very beautiful.
But it would be offensive if he didn't get down again after that. I mean, he's got to.
Wait, did
That's a
you
good
only do
point.
one push-up after that?
We had the bell. That means we're into the third and final round. We need your best stories here, ladies. So dish antenna Jenna, let's do it.
So I went back to my date's place, and he had this really cute cat.
Aww.
Oh.
Yeah, no, because the problem was I recognized it from flyers of a missing cat that had been in that neighborhood.
Uh-oh, wait
Well,
a
maybe
minute.
his cat went missing and then he found it.
Or he's returning it to the owners.
Yeah.
That was my hope, but I told him about it, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, I knew the cat was lost, but look, he knows how to high five, so I'm going to keep him."
Oh, what a terrible person.
No.
I know.
But I want to see a video of the cat.
Yeah, I called the owner out on my way out and told her.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Easy. Hey, does your cat give high fives?
Yeah.
All right, extort me, Courtney. This is your last chance.
So a guy sent me to a location to meet up, and it turned out that when I got there was a mattress store. And I thought, nah, this must be like the wrong location.
Right.
Yeah.
But I kind of walked by the window, and nope, he was definitely inside. He had taken off his shirt,
What?
and he told me he gets rushes from hooking up in public.
Oh.
Well, in his defense, there's never anyone in those mattresses.
Not even the employees.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, that's it. Final bell. That means the match is over. We need to score this with the judges. So, Alexis, who you giving it to?
I gotta go, Courtney, for the man signing your shoes. How dare he?
Should one vote for Courtney, Brooke?
See, I go for Jenna with the support mannequin and the guy peeing.
We're all locked up. The final
It's
vote
up
goes to
me.
Jose.
I gotta go with Jenna with the high five cat.
That means congratulations, Dish Antenna Jenna. You're today's winner of Woefulness.
Oh, thank you.
How does it feel?
It feels really kind of sad, but I'm glad to win.
All
A
right.
good set.
Hey, you know what, though? It's as bad as you thought it was.
Yes.
Yeah. You know
not
what? It's
crazy.
validating. It's validating.
That's right. And if you want to be validated just like Jenna, text in 78592 and you could appear on the next edition of Battle of the Tinder Dates. Your phone tap's coming up.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Every once in a while, we'll do videos on this show that end up going viral, getting millions of clicks.
It's awesome.
But what about just a random person? Like a stoner who throws something dumb up on TikTok and has it totally blow up.
It's always that.
What luck.
That happened to one guy a few years ago when him and his buddies filmed a midnight run to Burger King. And now, years later, we're going to give him some unexpected news regarding his online fame. You're going to hear it in your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Hi. Is this Morris?
Yeah, who's this?
Great. I'm calling from the law offices of Sketchum, Billum, and Ghost.
What?
Yeah. I was passed your contact information from a colleague here in our social media division. My name's Frooke. Frookebox.
Yo, sorry, what is this?
I
Who
need
are
to
you?
know if you are aware you were in a viral video in 2022 titled BK Splurge Kadoosh.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're familiar. I did watch it for context recently. It's pretty juvenile.
Wait, you saw the video?
I did, and if I'm correct, you're the person off camera who says, "Turn left, bro."
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, you said it much more intoxicated, but let's get down to business here.
Business?
I'm not sure you realize this, but in Eastern Europe, in the country of Moldova, they scraped your voice audio.
What?
Yes, and cloned it for a GPS navigation app.
I don't really understand what's happening.
Clearly. Right now, all over Moldova, you're known as the turn left, bro.
No way.
You're actually pretty famous, and your voice is being used in over 4,000 GPS units.
That's crazy.
I'm assuming this was done without your knowledge. Nobody asked permission to use your voice.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Is that a yes or a no, sir?
I don't think so.
Okay, because legally they owe you a royalty of 8 cents per unit if they did not ask. So you may want to be clear on that question.
Wait, the money? They owe me money?
Mm-hmm.
What? Yo, for real?
Yeah, it's your voice.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You can't even say the name of the country. Okay. Listen, in order to get you your money, we need to create a login for a Moldovian-based financial processor, barebackbankbuddy.eu.
Wait, what?
It's translated from Moldovian. It means friend across the world. We do business with them all the time. It's legit.
Doesn't sound legit.
Okay. If you feel uncomfortable with that, we do have another option, and that's for you to start your own company to compete against them and then re-record your voice.
Wait, what?
Oh my God. I'm going to try to help you get through this. So instead of using a drunk, wasted voice, you could try it in a soft, flirty way.
A flirty way?
I've got to hear it. So if you could just try it in a soft, flirty way. Turn left, bro. I'm waiting.
Turn left, bro.
That's your flirty voice.
Turn left, bro.
Now you're just yelling at me.
Dude, I don't know what you want from me here.
I want sultry. I want deep. I want something that says Jessica Rabbit.
Turn left, bro.
Yes, that is something the Moldovian company doesn't offer. And
I did it.
yes, and lucky for you, I was recording. And you can get it exclusively right now on Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Wait, what?
You know the radio show where they do prank phone calls? The one you're on right now?
Are you serious?
My name's not Brooke Fox. It's Brooke Fox. Hey.
Yo.
Your buddy Tyler set you up for a phone tap.
Yo, this has been wild, man.
Oh, there's that fun and flirty voice that I was looking for.
Do I actually get money, though?
No, this is absolutely free.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
You can tell a lot about a first date by how you leave things at the very end of the night.
That is so
that's
true.
a huge tell.
Yeah, did you end it with a tender kiss? Double fist bump, maybe?
Hey.
Or possibly a lingering wet willy?
Ew, Jeff.
Each one of those sends a pretty clear message about where you stand.
You should be wearing earplugs, ladies. That's your fault.
That's for sure. But what does it mean when you end the night with a multi-person group hug?
Oh.
What the heck? I did not see that option.
Yeah, it's the reason one of our listeners is so confused after his date ended in maybe the weirdest way possible.
Yeah.
But he still does have some interest, so it couldn't have been that bad.
So it's not like a wet willy.
No, it wasn't that.
definitely
You'll
not
hear
that.
what went down in your brand new second date update right after this.
Second date update.
We've been doing these calls for a while now and found it's not unusual for a woman to bring one of her friends along with her on a first date.
Yeah. I mean, it's
little
normally
unusual.
Yeah, normally you tell someone beforehand that you're gonna.
Well,
Depending where she sits at the place, too.
That's the thing.
Separate or...
Sometimes they're upfront about it and just very open. Sometimes, though, they keep it a secret where they have them hide somewhere in a nearby booth or inside of a decorative plant, spying with binoculars to make sure everything's kosher.
I'm sure you won't get noticed then.
Yeah, so...
What's that giant plant doing in this McDonald's?
Why is it moving? So we've definitely heard that before, but is it unusual if the friend that she brings with her is a guy?
Oh, man.
no.
Yes.
Apparently that happened to one of our listeners recently. Leo, is that true? Your date showed up with another dude?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wow.
That can't. I mean, I have guy best friends. Like,
Yeah, me too.
you know,
Could
that
be
could be
touchy.
fine. Did she
Could be
tell
fine.
you beforehand that was what was going to happen?
No, actually, yeah.
Ah.
Okay, that would
And
be.
by the way, Brooke has hooked up with almost all of her guy best friends, so I don't know if it's a great thing.
That's because you got to just try it out and see if that's how you like each other, and then you're like, nah, that didn't work.
Brooke's like, you're bringing a friend. That's just
Yeah.
another target.
Okay, run us through how this all happened. Like, start with how you met her.
So, I met this girl, Christy. It's this bike club. It's like a group on Facebook, and it's just people get together and we, ride every, couple weekends. And
That's cool.
I started talking to her. Yeah, no, it's actually awesome. And I've met a lot of people, but I met Christy, and I just really liked her, and I asked her out.
Cute.
Okay.
What a great way to ask somebody out, too.
Yeah.
Like, you already have shared interests.
Yeah, no, and she's amazing. I was so excited.
Okay.
And I show up, and she's there, but she's sitting at the table with this other guy.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, yeah, this is David.
Oh.
Huh.
No official title for David or distinction, not my brother or my friend
Or my parole officer or
Yeah.
what it is.
Legally has to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was the vibe between them? Did you feel like they had chemistry? Did it feel friendly? Did it feel sexual?
Good question.
they were definitely really comfortable with each other.
Okay, you maybe
Okay.
couldn't
Okay.
tell then. All right.
This is my first thought. Is either she is in a open relationship and thought you maybe knew? Could that be it?
Well, did not get a heads up by any means on that.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, David's a nice guy, but there would be moments where they would just talk with each other or make obviously inside jokes that I
You
didn't get.
stayed for the whole
That's
dinner?
what I was going to ask.
I paid for the dinner.
You paid
Whoa, you paid for their
for
date?
guy
yourself,
stayed
for
the whole
Christy,
time.
and for David?
It seemed like he was just part of the package, and I'm still not
Interesting.
sure how to unpack that.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
wow.
true. I think I could see why naturally you're like, I'm on a date. I offered to pay, so I'll pay
It's
for
weird
whoever.
of a guy friend, though, to be okay. Why would a guy friend want to sit in on you on a date?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
That's
but
why
maybe-
I feel like
Yeah.
they really could be besties. Truly.
My best guy friends would tell me that's weird.
I get it that women want to make sure that there's someone around, and I can understand that, but I was just so shocked that it was this guy.
Well, yeah.
And typically,
Yeah.
it's like you want security if it's somebody you've never met before. You've already met this person. You meet up with them once a month during a bike
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
You
I'd
should
like
have
to
some
say that
rapport.
I think I gave a pretty good impression that I'm not a serial killer, but I respect that boundary.
So wait, did you ever find out
Yeah.
who he was?
No.
How did the date end?
No, okay, so we were there for an hour and a half. We did flirt. We all had collective conversation.
Oh, so you were flirting with David, too,
Oh,
not
no.
just with
Yeah.
Christy.
But, I
Good,
mean,
man.
I-
Make her jealous.
I wasn't going to be rude, but it was so weird that when I left, I sort of just almost jokingly reached out and gave them both a group hug.
Oh,
Wait, you wait, together?
Well, they were going to leave together, so I just hugged them both.
That's a good move.
Wow.
I actually like
I was
that.
like, we should all hang out again sometime, and I don't know why the hell I said
No,
that.
bro,
you
Okay.
handled it
Listen.
so well.
Yeah, because if that is her bestie, then
Wait.
he'll be like, oh, he was a nice guy. He hugged us both.
Yeah.
Or you just friend zoned yourself?
Yeah?
Maybe.
But that's the risk you take when you're on a triple date you weren't planning on.
That's true. That's true.
So where are we at now with you and Christy?
So, yeah, all right. So the way I handled that gets me into this situation where I'm the one that's not responding, and she has been calling me and
interesting.
texting me, and they wants to know when we should all hang out together. And I don't know why I said it, but now I'm I really don't want to hang out with David.
Yeah, obviously.
What?
Dude,
You,
it
you gave him a hug. You basically let him on.
I feel like she's setting you up with him right now.
What do you want us to do?
My goal is to have a one-on-one date with her. That's what I wanted originally, and I don't know if that's even possible anymore.
So you want, with our call here, for us to surgically remove David from the situation and have it just be a one-on-one with you and Christy.
Cut him out of it.
Okay. In the most respectful way possible, we need to figure out how to convince her to do that.
David's got to go.
I mean, nothing on David.
No, he's a cool dude, but I don't want him to hang out. I don't want to date David.
Okay. But he's really handsome, though, right?
No comment. Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Because the more handsome he is, the harder this is going to be. We're going to find out when we call Christy and try and get you your second date update coming up right after this. Hold on.
Second date update.
In the dating world, it can be hard to get just one person wanting to hang out with you. But our listener, Leo, is a lucky man who has interest from two people at the same time.
You're kind of framing it weird.
Let's go.
That's the situation. One is his date, Christy. The other is the random dude that Christy came to the restaurant with that night named David.
Yeah. We can't even say friend because I guess we didn't get closure on
That's
it.
the thing. We don't know. Is David her friend, her brother, her lover, her stepdad?
Okay.
We don't really know. That was never made clear the entire night.
But David got a free meal.
Hey.
David did.
And potentially met the stepdad?
It's possible. The thing is, it's awkward because Christy's been asking if all three of them can hang out together again, but Leo isn't really up for that. He wants to cut David out of the picture.
Yeah, look at that, David.
So that's why he's asked us for
wait,
help
you're
today.
not David.
No.
You're Leo. Sorry.
Brooke's
Too
just
many men.
excited for all the
This
guys.
is why I can't juggle more than one at a time.
She wants to flirt with both of you.
Yeah.
You don't seem as
You didn't
excited
even
as
consider
we are.
the stepdad option, did you?
I think it's so wild you went through an entire dinner and you still couldn't figure out how David was connected to your friend Christy, your date Christy.
I know. Like, it was awkward, and I just didn't know how to play
It's
that.
a little weird, like, so who are you? You know, I kind of get it. You're just going with the flow, hoping.
Avoid conflict.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear how David feels about the group hug.
That's right. They did have the three-way hug.
Yeah.
So they're at least
Initiated
connected.
by our boy Leo.
Yeah, out of panic, it sounded like more than anything. But
No, I didn't know what to do. I did panic a little. It was weird.
Group hugs are not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I think you
dude.
handled it
I cannot
okay.
wait for this call.
But we're going to try and help you out just to get a date with only Christy, if she's even up for that. I don't know.
Now,
that
if
might not
she's
be her
not,
style.
is only David an option?
No, I don't think he's into that.
No offense, but no.
No
Gotcha.
offense taken.
Okay.
Everybody has their own likes.
Yeah, but Christy might take offense. So let's call her and see how she feels about it. Hopefully she picks up. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Christy?
Yeah?
Oh.
Hey, Christy.
Hey.
How you doing today?
Good morning.
You're on a radio show right now called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm confused. What?
I know.
It's okay. We're doing a segment right now called the Second Date Update. We're calling on behalf of one of our listeners and friends of the show that you went out with recently named Leo.
Yeah, Leo. I mean, I've been texting Leo.
Right. We heard a little bit about your hangout, and I don't know the right way to say
I
this.
mean, this is different than we normally do.
It is different.
Because we know that you're interested in seeing him again.
He said that there's been communication about setting up another hangout between you, Leo, and the other guy that was there that night named David.
It was a fun night. I mean,
it sounded like it.
Totally. There's a little bit of a question mark, though, around, basically what's going on.
I love that Jeff has to do this.
Well, it's like,
why is it so hard?
Well, we're trying to figure out what the dynamic is between the three of you.
right. Okay. Well, I'll explain it, but first, do you think there's any way you can help me convince Leo to go out with me again? I mean, I really liked him, and I kind of thought he liked me too.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Yep.
With you, I don't think we'll have any problem getting him to agree to go out with you.
Honestly, I think it's sold.
The problem that Leo has is with the David part.
No, he has to go out with me and David.
What?
Yeah.
What are you guys, a package or something?
Why is it so important that it has to be all three of you going out at once?
Actually, it's more than three of us. There's a fourth.
What?
Hold on.
What the heck?
Wait.
There's more.
This is a love square now?
Well, they're not all connected. The guys aren't connected. So it's just,
is it another guy or is it a girl?
Okay, so it is another guy, but it's not what you think.
What?
I don't even know what guy.
Yeah, please, you got to clear this up for us, Christy. We're really confused.
Because it has to be what we think.
No, it really isn't. Okay, so the third guy, the fourth person, he was actually filming secretly. He was filming our date.
Getting worse.
Wait.
Yeah,
Filming the date?
Filming where?
In the restaurant, too. He was just at another table, kind of pretending he wasn't doing what he was doing.
Okay, what's the point of that?
Yeah, why?
Because I am really doing well on TikTok right now, and there's this trend. It's called 2 dates, 1 night.
2 dates, 1 night?
2 dates, 1 night. Like a challenge?
Yeah, 2 date, 1 night challenge.
So wait, so you set up a date with David and set up a date with Leo at the same time, all for TikTok?
Yeah, and it's doing really, really well. My video, it's totally going viral.
But it's all for clout.
Why
so
didn't
is
you?
it authentic? You didn't like these guys?
Why didn't you tell him?
Because then it wouldn't be legit. I mean, everyone would know it was staged.
Oh, no.
So part of the challenge is going on a date with 2 guys at the same time and neither of them knows about it.
Yeah, but I'm interested in both. I like both.
So wait, that means in the comments section, they must be voting for who they like the most.
Oh, my God.
I'm kind of into this now.
Exactly. There's so many people voting.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Well-
are you some, wizard that you're able to get these 2 guys to stay? That's insane.
Yeah.
Brooke, be careful. Your jealousy is showing.
I think that's crazy.
Okay.
You must be so lovely and such a personable, charismatic person in order to convince 2 dudes to hang around.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm not bad looking.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And everyone had a fun night, they said.
Yeah.
I don't know if Leo's having as much fun, though, listening
still on the line.
and hearing all of this because, Christy, you should know Leo is on the phone right now.
God, and she's not even videotaping, Jeff.
Well, we're recording this for our podcast.
You know,
so
you just ruined my TikTok.
Okay, look,
yeah, we were so
I'm
worried.
sorry. I apologize for that. But
We may post a clip of this on our TikTok.
Leo, man, are you still there?
I'm just trying to process what I just heard.
Oh, buddy.
I didn't know what to expect. It was weird to begin with, but this was I'm honestly weirdly impressed in a way. But
Okay.
I feel like I went through the same emotions.
And Brooke said that. Yeah, she's impressed too.
So this is all a social media thing?
Yes, but I do like you.
Ooh.
She likes that you get her lots of views.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
Social experiment.
I mean, what were you going to do at the second date with Leo and David again?
That's the best thing is have a part 2 of your video.
No, but was that going to be the big reveal? Was that when you were going to tell him?
No, I was going to do a sequel first, obviously.
Yeah.
yeah, the part
She was going to reveal at the double marriage when they're both on the altar at the same time. By the way, guys, this is all on TikTok.
They still don't know who each other are.
Who will show up at the wedding? We'll see when the doors open.
Yeah. If I'm Leo, I would question whether or not your feelings were valid.
Yeah.
That's fair, but we did go on a date. It was a good time, and I do like him.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but if the tables were turned and you showed up to a dude and he had another girl sitting there.
Well, that's different. I mean, it's different when you're a girl.
Yeah.
when you're a
Because she's hot,
girl.
Brooke, remember?
Yeah, that's probably it.
That voids every other rule in the book. So, Leo, you've been listening
get
here. You've kind of heard what Christy has to say. Do you believe her?
I don't think it's that I don't believe you. I don't understand what this is or why you would do it.
Yeah,
you were
What is
Leo,
the goal?
all of social media is hard to understand why things are the way that they are and why things get popular. It
This
doesn't
feels
make
like-
any sense.
This feels like explaining any TikTok trend to Jeff right
Exactly.
now.
It's just crazy and weird and people want to watch it. So we would like to arrange that second meetup if you're still open to it, Leo.
We're only paying for one plate.
Wait, why are we asking him?
Well, things have changed because now that Leo knows more about the whole situation and the motives, I think it's only fair since he's our listener to get the okay from him first.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
respectable.
I
I
just
like
can't
that,
believe
Jeff.
he'd want to.
Well, let's find out. So, Leo, I'm just going to go ahead and ask you, would you be willing to go out again with Christy or Christy and David or maybe just David?
Come on, there's options, Jeff.
I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can work a
Yeah,
triangle.
is-
Camera guy, don't forget about him.
Is there any interest on the other side?
That's not going to work. Not for me. No.
Okay.
Darn.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm a little disappointed, and I don't want this to sound weird. It's kind of awkward, but do you know anyone that looks like you?
Oh my
That would be
God.
interested?
Oh my God.
Wait for the video?
It's really doing well.
You can't trick the Leo fans.
You're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Who does that?
I'm crazy? Yeah, I'll be crazy famous pretty soon, so you missed out.
Oh, man.
I think famous and infamous are two different things.
Still, Leo, you're going to look back at this call as the moment that both of your ones got away.
I think that doesn't add to it too, right?
I don't know.
I don't know how it works either.
David does owe me dinner, though.
Yeah, he does.
Call him next.
I would watch that TikTok video for sure.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Well, that was unexpected.
Wow.
Yeah.
The two-
Honestly, I feel like there's so many other options that would have been better.
Yeah.
Better answers. for
Couldn't
who
have
he
predicted the 2 dates, 1 night TikTok challenge.
And
was
where's
the reason.
David?
No.
Where's David's outrage at this? Is he just going along with it
Does
all?
he know?
I think
Exactly.
maybe he appreciates all the fame that he's getting from
No,
TikTok.
I feel like he doesn't know.
I think he's out there wondering who the hell Leo is.
Maybe.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
possible.
He listens.
Also, I'm kind of offended that none of us have been involved in a 2 dates, 1 night TikTok challenge. Where is our invites to be in one?
Literally don't date.
You
so.
can DM Jeff.
You could have been in one and you don't know it.
Yeah, Jeff,
Oh.
wait a minute. You're
Maybe-
the culprit.
Oh, yeah, I should go check out the For You page and see if I'm on it. But look, I understand Leo's stance. It's just sometimes I think you need to put your standards and your self-respect to the side.
Wait, you're saying he
what?
should have gone out
Yes,
with them?
in the name of social media infamy, it's a small price to pay.
Oh, yeah,
bear-
clout.
Yeah, it says the guy who barely posts a picture of his dog.
Exactly.
Jeff, you could be famous online right now and you wouldn't know.
I could be famous, but I don't feel like it right now.
No, that's what it is.
That's where I stand.
That's good.
I'll be there one day, though.
Okay.
And you could be in a nice throuple or maybe in just like a one-on-one relationship if that's what you want.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Exactly. Email the show. We'll call that person who's not calling you back and go check out all of our second date podcasts wherever you get yours at Brooke and Jeffrey.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Congratulations to us.
What do we do?
This is a huge accomplishment, and I can't believe we actually pulled this off. It's
did we
Brooke and
do?
Jeffrey in the
What's
morning.
going on, Jeff?
But a brand new study just found that out of all of the countries online, America swears the most.
Dude, I've been doing my part so hard lately.
Thank you, Brooke. And it's not just a study that we did. Researchers in Australia analyzed over 2 million web pages.
And when the Australians say we swear a lot, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
Exactly. They found around 1 in every 3,000 words that we write is a curse word.
I thought for sure you're going to say 3.
Yeah. And those are just from the kids.
It might not sound like a lot unless you think about all of the news sites and regular places online that never use any swear words.
Dude,
Yeah.
you should pull middle schoolers. I live by the middle school, and those kids
They
walk by my
swear?
house every day. Literally every other word. They don't even
Real
know.
swearing or
I don't
skibbity?
think they use regular English anymore.
They're just repeating what you're saying to them through the fence. You can't give them
Hey,
credit.
kids, shut up. Come over there.
So we're first. In second place is the UK at 1 in every 4,200 words.
Especially at a soccer match, can you imagine?
Oh, yeah. Followed by Australia in third at just 1 in every 4,500
Wow,
words.
that
Very
must be-
stereotypical list.
Must
And-
be embarrassing for them to have so much more vocabulary words to use.
Actually, yeah, it's the opposite. Because remember, the research was done in Australia, and the team there was not happy with just getting the bronze medal for swearing. They suggested the results could be different with spoken languages, where Aussies might be more conservative when they're typing, but more free to let curse words fly in person.
Cowards.
Either way, congratulations to America. When it comes to writing filth on the internet, nobody does it better than us.
Hey,
We did it.
We invented the filth.
That's right. It's going to be tough to find good words to use for a brand new edition of Laser Stories. We'll try a new and clean one coming up next. It's the radio segment that's getting ADHD kids into church with a new event called Gospels and Glow Sticks. Hear the word of God over pumping trance music.
What did you say?
Drop for Jesus.
Yep. Find your salvation with Laser Stories. The segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe just like everyone else does, except we've got a laser. Those other holy base faces just don't. This first laser story is out of, Florida.
Ooh, starting Starting strong.
36-year-old Darren Delks was out hanging out with his boys at a local bar when one of them dared him to do the one-chip challenge.
Can you casually? Right, and where did you get it from?
Oh, yeah.
They must have brought it with them.
Or maybe the bar had it as like a...
That's like a bar trick or
That'd
something?
Be pretty funny.
If you're not familiar, that's when you eat a single tortilla chip that's crazy spicy, usually covered in Carolina Reaper dust.
Yeah, it's the hottest chip in the world.
If you aren't familiar, you didn't watch the morning news 5 years ago when they were all doing
Every
it.
anchor.
Yeah.
Anyway, Darren is not one to back down. So he did it, and it was hot.
Yeah.
Very hot.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately for him, he hadn't planned on the after part of the challenge, so didn't have any liquids around. And instead,
He's at a bar, I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe some milk.
Maybe he tapped out his bar tab.
well, that's why he took a drink of a friend's Corona, and he was good. Kind of.
No.
See,
that would warm it up more.
Problem is, Darren is a convicted felon, and according to his parole agreement, he wasn't allowed to have any alcohol.
Oh, dude.
And someone who filmed the event sent the video straight to the cops.
Dang.
That guy.
What a buzzkill.
Probably the guy he sipped his Corona from. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you no more, bro.
I feel like that guy sends a video to the cops every day, and he finally got one that was something.
When police showed up, he tried to plead his case and said he only took a quick swig of someone's beer because his mouth was on fire.
Yeah, they don't typically serve milk at bars.
Yeah.
Didn't matter, though. The agreement also said he wasn't allowed to go out to bars either.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Just be around it.
Can't you just call it a restaurant?
His parole officer said he's a risk to himself and to others whenever he drinks. So even though his parole was set to expire later this year, he'll now be spending some or all of that time in a jail cell.
Just because of one damn chip.
Yeah.
Darn.
See? Stay away from it, friends.
Seriously.
This next laser story is out of the United Kingdom. 32-year-old man named Ben Carter was working from home on a Zoom call with his colleagues when he tried to adjust his computer cord.
Okay.
So he leaned forward and partially folded down his laptop to deal with it.
Yeah.
That meant the camera was pointed down.
Yeah.
And well,
oh, no.
Ben wasn't wearing any pants. And when I say no pants, I mean no underwear also.
Oh, wow, commando.
Dude, that sounds so uncomfortable in an office chair.
Yeah.
So
It's scratchy.
Yeah, Ben ended up revealing his exposed naughty bits over Zoom.
Yikes.
And everyone saw it.
Yeah.
Initially, he admitted his mistake, but when he realized how much trouble he was in, he tried to claim he was wearing nude-colored underwear.
There it is.
There's a thing drawn on the underwear.
Hey, maybe it was really cold. The AC was up, all right?
Well, you would
Couldn't
hope.
see it.
You would hope they didn't see anything.
He also criticized the manager for the call happening during his day off.
Oh, well, I mean, I'd say if it's your day off, you're allowed to wear nothing if you want
Trying to
to.
have an excuse there.
In any event, his company didn't buy any of his excuses, and they fired him.
Oh, whoa.
Ben tried to sue them over it, but the case got thrown out. So lesson learned, if you're not going to wear any pants on a video call, make sure you only do it while talking to your parents like me, because they will forgive you and sometimes even compliment you.
Jeff, you were such a big boy.
Aw.
You grew so much.
Thanks, Mom. This next laser story is out of Food News.
Fun.
A few months ago, we covered the collab between Post Malone and Oreo,
Oh,
where
yeah, that
Posty
was so good.
he claimed he created the best Oreo flavor ever. Another celeb, though, might say otherwise, because none other than Selena Gomez is teaming up with the cookie giant to create a limited edition flavor.
I saw this.
What is she doing? Is she doing like a habanero, like chocolate? That would be so good. A chili pepper chocolate one.
She says it's inspired by her love of horchata. So her Oreo, it's made with 2 chocolate cinnamon flavored wafers.
Yes.
And a layer of chocolate cinnamon cream atop sweet cinnamon infused condensed milk cream.
Look at me, I'm a big fat slob.
Oh my God. Can we take out all the cream and put sweetened condensed milk cream in there? That stuff is so good.
Each pack features 6 unique embossments designed by Gomez for her fans.
Why is it like the package is cute, but it shows him on headphones for some reason? I don't really really get that part.
It's just advertising.
Oh,
Brooke.
listen
to her
They're not actually
guess.
on headphones. It's because she's a music artist.
I know, but
and they
really-
decided to have fun with it.
Anyway.
Okay, Selena Gomez,
Yeah.
you have somebody who doesn't approve.
I just think they could have done better for her. Like, put a mic there then.
It has 6 unique embossments.
Yeah.
Going back to what I
Okay.
was saying.
Yeah.
One of them spells out Selenators.
Oh, is that what they're
That's her
calling them?
fan group.
Huh.
Is it?
And for every 3 packs, a lucky person will receive 1 Oreo with Selena Gomez's embossed signature on the cookie.
Ooh, that's
Selena says, designing my own Oreo cookie was a lot of fun. I grew up loving them, so being able to be a part of the process was a full circle moment.
That's a joke.
Get it?
Because it's a cookie.
Full
that's
circle.
It's a
I
circle.
don't think she
Oreo.
meant that as a joke.
Man, she is
I
a
don't
crack
think
up.
so.
Is she moving
Okay.
from music into the comedy realm?
Yeah, that must be it.
Oh, man, she's going to be a star. You can find the cookies nationwide starting June 9th.
Hey, and if Oreo's
right.
listening, do a Brooke and Jeffrey one, because I got some ideas.
Oh,
On
no.
packaging,
No, there will be no headphones.
flavor.
Even though we're all wearing headphones.
It's going to be such a gross flavor.
Yeah.
This next laser story is out of the Lotion Loft.
Oh,
Hello.
what?
Yesterday was National Sunscreen Day,
Oh.
which may be just a tad bit late if you're nursing a sunburn from Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I bring it up is a recent poll asked if a stranger at the beach asks if you can rub sunscreen on their back.
No.
Would you
What?
do it?
Stranger?
Oh, my
Total
God.
stranger.
I totally would.
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
It doesn't for me. It does not.
If it
I
is
don't
a creepy
judge.
old man,
Yeah.
I'm not rubbing sunscreen
I
on
don't
his back.
care. I
If
got
it's
you,
a-
bro.
If it's a creepy hot guy, you might, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
30
Everyone listening, I don't discriminate. I'll rub your backs.
36% said, sure, I'll rub them down. 64% said, no way.
Such a bold ask.
It
Have you ever
is.
been asked that by a stranger?
It is a bold ask.
Yeah.
In the comments, someone scolded all the people who said no, saying skin health is serious. Others said they would change their mind if that person was extremely attractive.
Yeah, of course.
Also in sunscreen news, a 48-year-old woman in China had a severe vitamin D deficiency from excessive sunscreen use.
Oh.
And because of it, she ended up breaking a bone just by casually rolling over in bed.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
that a real? That's crazy.
So she goes in the sun, but she's too prepared.
Yeah.
Turns
no
out-
cancer and also no bones.
Yeah. No
Turns out
structure.
it wasn't just sunscreen. She also avoided going out into the sun as much as possible, possibly due to an over-obsession with having fair skin. Similar to our own José Bolaños, the pastiest of all of us on the show.
I know.
Actually, second pastiest. This guy pays Jose to rub lotion all over his shell every single morning.
And I don't mind it.
Nope, just 2 pasties hanging out indoors and playing
Yeah.
video games together. And that sound means Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again, same time on Friday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Today we have another brand new player to the game. His name is Joe, and he is an aerospace engineer.
Sounds smart.
So let's welcome Joe with maybe the quietest hello ever given. Let's bring the music down, all of us on the count of 3. Even Digital Jake, lean all the way into the microphone and give us the quietest hello ever. 1, 2, 3. Hi. Sorry, my inner 5-year-old doesn't have volume control. Yeah, they came out.
Jeff.
My bad, Joe.
You
I'm
always
sorry.
screw it up. You set it up, and
I'm-
Joe's now disappointed.
I'm sorry, Joe.
It's okay. I can handle the acoustics for not being too low.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It says here on my screener you want to play Brooke today because she's a challenge. Do you mean as a trivia competitor or just as a person in general?
Yeah.
Both are true. You know?
I'll go with the trivia sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Playing
your
it
own
safe.
safety.
I think
Yeah.
my husband would pick the other one. It's a challenge, but we're doing it.
Brooke's leaving the studio. We got to go over the rules here. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know when you could say pass, but you have to beat Brooke outright if you want to win. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Good luck. Your time starts now. Today's National Hamburger Day. The mascot for Hamburger Helper is what kind of clothing garment?
Oh, pass.
To the nearest billion, how many people are there in the world?
6.
When it was first introduced in 2007, what did the I in iPhone stand for?
Internet.
E.B. White wrote what famous children's book about a pig on a farm?
Charlotte's Web.
In the Netflix show Squid Game, what school playground game was featured?
Oh, shoot. Red light, green light.
Well done there. Brooke's going to come back into the studio. And let's learn a little bit about Joe. Like I said, he's an aerospace engineer. He's been doing it for 17 years. And what's your favorite part of your job, Joe?
For me, I think it's to network with other people, whether it's my coworkers or I go to supplier sites and work with them to build the best product.
Can I ask, what's the dumbest part of your job? You know, everybody thinks aerospace engineer, probably so fancy, but there's got to be some menial task that you have to do that you're just like, oh my God, I did not get a degree for this.
No, the worst part of my job would be if I have to work those long hours, like say 12-hour days.
The job itself is the worst part of the job.
Being there.
Brooke, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Your time starts now. Today is National Hamburger Day.
Ooh.
The mascot for Hamburger Helper is what kind of clothing garment?
It's a glove. It's an oven mitt.
To the nearest billion, how many people are there in the world?
7.
When it was first introduced in 2007, what did the I in iPhone stand for?
Internet?
E.B. White wrote what famous children's book about a pig on a farm?
Oh, Charlotte's Web?
In the Netflix show Squid Game, what school playground game was featured?
Red Rover?
All right, that's it.
Oh,
Time
it's red light, green
is
light.
up. We're going to go to the scoreboard to check out how you both did with Jose.
Besides having my 5 boob jobs, I recently just had chin liposuction.
Bolaños.
Whoa.
I think you look great, Jose.
Thanks. These big old knockers cost a lot of money. Joe, you got 3 correct today.
Ooh. That's
Pretty
a really good score.
And Brooke, same amount of questions in.
And?
Also 3.
Okay, I'll take a tie to an aerospace engineer.
Oh, sorry,
Wait,
Joe.
Does this mean I'm now qualified to launch rockets?
Yeah. Welcome to SpaceX, Brooke.
All right. I'm an astronaut.
Joe, I'm sorry. Ty goes to the house on these. But let's go over the answers for everybody. It's National Hamburger Day. The mascot for Hamburger Helper is a white glove.
Oh.
Yeah, we did give you that.
We
'cause
took
you said
glove.
We took. It's not an oven mitt. It's just a glove.
It's
Right,
individual
I can
fingers.
picture it. I know, it's all fingers.
Yeah, his
I got-
name is Lefty, by the way.
There's
Well-
no fingered oven mitts.
I have hot pads
Oh,
that have
yes.
all fingers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We're taking glove.
It's a white glove.
To the nearest billion, there are 8 billion people in the world.
Close.
8.025, according to the last survey.
And we need more babies? Like how?
I know.
When it was first introduced in 2007, the I in iPhone stood for internet. But now they say it evolved into meaning individuality and
God.
instruction and inspiration.
The internet's like old now.
Yeah.
Sounds like
They're
boring.
like, guys, take out the thesaurus. We need another I word.
E.B. White wrote the famous children's book Charlotte's Web.
Yes.
And in the Netflix show Squid Game, they feature the school playground game Red Light, Green Light.
Right.
The most
'Cause-
terrifying version of it ever.
I was just thinking of the most dangerous game I played, and it was definitely Red Rover.
Oh my God,
yeah.
our arms!
Yeah.
I swear we
Just
dislocate
getting
arms.
clotheslined.
Yeah.
So, Joe, it was not enough to beat Brooke, but just for playing, we are going to give you a pair of tickets to see George Lopez perform at the Tulalip Amphitheater on August 23rd.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yes. Good old Lopez.
All right.
Good old George.
Did you have a good experience here with us today?
I think so, yes. Even though I didn't beat you, Brooke, I will try to study harder, yes.
He's like the most humble, smart guy I've ever met.
I know.
Joe, thanks for playing, dude. We're going to be back to do Win Brooks Bucks same time tomorrow.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.